to all of my signs. Anyways, hello and welcome back to Dead October. And man, there was just an absolute massive news dump about the new scenarios and what we get to bring with us and everything coming to Once Human, hopefully very shortly here. Because I don't know about you, but I have become once bored with what has been going on with this game. There's just not a whole lot to do. So anyways, let's go over this. This is a lot, and hopefully it will clear up a lot of things and a lot of questions all of us have had. What are the seasons and scenarios in Once Human? What does the long-term game plan look like? We hope to bring you various survival gaming experiences so that the game has a little something for everyone. Also, we'll keep making updates to the game so it is always exciting to play. That is why we have chosen to give this game multiple scenarios. A scenario is the gameplay theme of a server. Once Human global launch in July offered 2 scenarios to play, the PvE scenario Manibus and the PvP scenario Evolution's Call. In September and October, we're bringing in special events featuring new scenarios. The September scenario allows you to face confrontations amongst factions, and the October one will introduce you to an all-new map and challenge you to survive extreme environments. So does that mean PvP gets a September update and us PvEers have to wait till October? There's nothing to do already, man! We are also working on scenarios featuring limitless PvP because, yay, gameplay and longer durations. Additionally, a regular scenario that can be played all year round will be available in the future. Our plan is to release 4 new scenarios each year. I think you should just work on a real honest-to-God game like that and just have it all year round and put your seasons into the game like a normal game instead of this weird ARPG type Path of Exiles thing you got going on. I mean, maybe you can make it work. I don't know. Too early to tell, I suppose. Each scenario is set within the time frame of a season, with the duration of the season varying according to the specific scenario. I mean, okay, that just... what? I feel like I'm putting together an IKEA desk with pieces missing. A season will be split into several phases based on features of a scenario. Say it again. Say scenario again, I swear to God. The in-game content will be unlocked gradually as your server progresses, ensuring that you always have something new to enjoy. I haven't had anything new to enjoy since the game started. I know I'm doing a lot of complaining. I apologize. I'll stop. Once you unlock all the scenario content and the season has come to a settlement phase, you can sign up for a new scenario. Take all your gains and start a new adventure. Alternatively, you can stay on the same server until the settlement phase is over. This phase lasts for 4 weeks in our current scenario. With seasons and scenarios, we are dedicated to delivering an engaging and captivating experience. This is the long-term game mode we have envisioned for you. So basically, we're going to have 4 seasons with multiple scenarios within the seasons. Scenario, season, scenario, season. And this is what the scenario update theme looks like. So this is now, right? That's July. Manibus, Evolution's Call. So 9. So really, September is going to be a PvP scenario, when most of the players in this game could care less about PvP, right? I guess, honestly, at this point, I'm tempted to join a PvP server because it does seem like there is more to do over there. And then to be a TBD, PvE scenario. Where's our scenario? And then more PvP. Did PvP become popular overnight? I don't know. I need a new game to play, to be honest, for YouTube. I love this game, but seriously, what other games do you guys? Do you guys like First Descendant? What? All right, what are the differences between different scenarios, different seasonal rules and objectives? In each scenario, you'll encounter unique seasonal rules and in-game objectives. For example, some scenarios may ask you to explore uncharted territories and secure rare deviations, while others will require you to form alliances with other metahumans, survive in harsh environments, and combat ferocious monsters in those scenarios. That sounds like fun. Too bad it's going to take another 2 months. You will have the option to either go solo or team up with other players, or even align your factions to compete for valuable resources, PvP. Different in-game experiences, new survival mechanics. Certain scenarios will introduce features that intensify the challenge of survival, such as harsher weather conditions or more demanding environments. Maps and areas. Some scenarios have a new map. Enemy types and dungeons. Different scenarios may have special monsters, configuring the right memetics and gear builds in this way to deal with different dangers and threats. Even the same scenario can prevent varied combinations of environments. Tag, what does that mean? Bring diverse survival challenges. Ah, see, so everybody who's been giving me crap about one build that does unstable bomber and fire and ice, I'm willing to bet that I was right when I once have said that maybe it will be like the Destiny, where you have to use certain element types to take out certain enemies or certain bosses. I bet you that is exactly what that means. So do not ignore elemental builds. Scales. The maximum number of players for each scenario will also vary. What? How do I sign up for a new scenario? In the final phase of the current scenario, you can sign up for the new scenario and start a new journey right away. If you prefer, you can choose to not sign up for a new scenario and remain on the server, continuing your exploration and battles for up to 4 more weeks. During this time, you can always sign up for one of the new scenarios. So that's interesting that they're not just going to immediately boot you into a new scenario. You can stay in your server for up to 4 weeks, mind you, before they kick you out to Eternal Land. If you haven't decided on which one you will join when your server's last phase is over, your current server will be closed and your character will return to Eternal Land. You can continue playing and sign up for a new scenario at any time. Yeah, so that was that. So scenario differences. Each scenario has different seasons, rules, and game objectives. In some scenarios, you embark on a journey, explore unknown worlds and security. Okay, we read all that. So survival mechanics, maps. I'm interested in this. I wonder if this is going to be like actual survival, cold elements, heat, stuff like that, which might put a lot of people off. I love survival games, so I'd be fine with that. New maps, enemies, and dungeons. I would like to know more about that. Scenario duration, so the lengths of them are different. Scenario size, different sizes for amounts of people in the scenarios. Interesting. Which I don't know if I like that either, because as we're seeing now at the end of this phase, or whatever we're playing right now, I'm more confused than I was before. Servers are dying off. I've gotten a lot of messages of well, this would be fun, but there is nobody on my server doing anything. Anyways, when a scenario is over, does that mean I will lose my in-game progress? No. We value the effort and time you put into this game. When a scenario is over, you can take away the rewards you've earned, except for some extremely rare cases and items related to the scenario and memetics. However, to ensure that each scenario offers a complete gaming experience and allows all players to enjoy the game regardless of their progress, we have the following rules in place. Your character won't be deleted. Your character name, body size, cosmetic, furniture formulas, friend, important materials, including star chromes, chrysogen, Mitsuko's marks, silver keys, and more, battle pass progress, and task progress will forever be retained. They will not be lost when you change from one scenario to the other. However, character leveling and memetics are considered part of the scenario's experience and are closely linked to in-game pace and balance, so they will be reset according to scenario rules. That makes sense, I suppose. The weapon and armor blueprints, blueprint fragments, weapon accessories, mods, food recipes, and other important in-game progress resources of your character will forever be retained, and you can use them at any time in any scenario. The house blueprints, furniture formulas, and furniture of your character will be forever retained. However, when you start a new scenario, you will need to spend building materials to rebuild everything based on your house blueprint. We have optimized the house blueprint feature for better formula capability, allowing you to quickly make your house blueprint a reality even without advanced materials. And then the next, I don't know why they put this here, but scenario sign up process. This is pretty straightforward. Choose a scenario server, create a character, play the scenario. That's us right now. Sign up for a new scenario in the later phase of the current season, which I think that's the very end of the new whatever it's called. Sign up for a new scenario, play on a new server. Don't choose. Stay on current server until it ends. Choose not to sign up for the scenario. Then you end up in Eternal Land until you sign up for a new scenario. This is weird how this is working, because if you have to sign up for it, like, I would like to stay with the people on my server because they are very active. They do a lot. There's still a lot of people on my server. I don't have any complaints about my server. It has dulled down a little bit, which is to be expected. There is still a lot of people on my server. All right, regular resources, materials, medicines, ammo, and more you've obtained, armor or weapons you have crafted, deviations you captured, and calibration blueprints will all be transferred to your Eternal Land and forever retained. So we do get to keep our calibration blueprints. I like that. Okay, that is good. Upon entering a new scenario, you can bring multiple items with you as long as they adhere to the scenario's rules. However, please be aware that there is a limit to how many items you can bring along. I figured that was going to be it. This is to ensure that both new and veteran players start from scratch, promoting fair competition in a new scenario season. Of course, regarding the design of these rules, we'll make sure that everyone can bring their favorite content to the next season. As for energy links, due to their strong connection to the scenario's pace and in-game trades, they will be transferred to your Eternal Land after a season ends. This will be converted to astral sands, usable for building your Eternal Land at a specific ratio. Man, I got like 2 million energy links. That would have been great to bring along with us. I guess I'm rich in Eternal Land. Items highly associated with scenarios and memetic specializations cannot be transferred across scenarios. Memetics will be reset based on levels, allowing you to reselect memetics and craft items according to specific scenarios you are playing. So I think that's just saying memetics are getting wiped out again. And then they give us this beautiful chart. You can take the following content from their associated scenarios to a new scenario. Characters and cosmetics, names, body size, fashion, cosmetics, characters, customizations, data, emojis, actions, name cards, and titles. Yes. Materials. Star Chromes, Chrysogens, Mitsuko's Marks, Stellar Panellarius, whatever, Sproutlets, Lightforge Ingots, Lightforge Relics, Cosmetic Tokens, Colorful Badges, and Battle Pass Tokens, Silver Keys, blah, 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 yes. Important in-game progress content, gear blueprints and their ratings, blueprint fragments, weapon accessories, mods, including mod components, and food resource recipes, yes. Furniture. Learned furniture formulas, medics, house blueprints, yada yada, yes. Season honor shield pattern, cultivation essences, and more, yes. Friends, yes. Some friends I won't be taking with me, like my neighbors who never talk to me. Task completion progress for the main story task and side story tasks that you've completed in this scenario. You can play their streamlined variant in a new season or go through the full version for a second time. What is the... I want that to be more worded out. Will I get all the same experience and all the same stuff from the streamlined version that I would going through it again? Is it just simplified? What? Experience. That's what I want to know. Because you get a lot of experience and materials and other stuff from the story and side stories. Event progress and materials. You can check them in the event screen. Okay. And then we have the final bit. Weapons and armor, yes. Regular resources such as materials, medicines, and bullets, yes. Retained in your Eternal Land depot, you can bring them to other scenarios so long as you meet the requirements. Now, this is where they also need to reword this a little bit, because in previous paragraph, it said that there's only a certain amount of a resource to trade to bring stuff for the new, and that should be told in here. Energy links, yes. Convert to astral sand and use to... See, that's misleading as well, because no, we don't get to bring our stuff to the new scenario. We get to bring it to the Eternal Land. So come on now. You cannot take the following contents from their associated scenarios to the new scenario. Max exploration? No. Character level? No. Scenario core gameplay such as chaotic cortices and staroids, whatever? No. Special specialization items crafted using memetic specializations? No. I mean, yeah. Okay, that I get. And finally, how do I take items from my Eternal Land depot into a new scenario? You will have a certain amount of resource points before entering a new scenario. Each item you choose to bring into the new scenario will cost a specific amount of resource points. The required amount varies between items and can be checked in the game. The number of your resource, I'm not from New York, points refreshes each time you join a new scenario. So how do we get these resource points? Is it just, this is what's going into the scenario, this is how much you get? How many scenarios are there going to be within a season? Which is, if a season is 3 months long, if they're doing 4 per year, assuming that it's 3 months, not like 2 months here, 5 months here. I want more. I don't know. This is weird. All of this is weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm glad we get to bring a lot of our stuff with us. The takeaway is yes, there is some good in here, especially with like blueprint or the weapon calibrations. I'm glad we get to bring our weapon calibrations, because some of those took a lot to find specific ones that I wanted. I'm sure for you as well. There's still some that I haven't found yet. Another takeaway and a good thing is that we do get to bring our deviations along and bring them into Eternal Land. They say you can take some, not all, but some into the new scenarios. So I'm wondering if they're going to be like certain ones can't be brought in there because of what they can do or what they can't do. So there's a lot of information here, a lot more said. I really would like to see this sped up. I do not like that a new PvP scenario is starting, which is basically forcing us with people who have nothing to do into doing PvP. I don't mind it that much. Like, I do kind of want to do a PvP scenario. I'm sure some of my shenanigans and shit I talk about PvP will upset people, but whatever. I'm a grown man. I don't care about childish PvP. PvP people can be very incredibly toxic and annoying, especially from me on the YouTube side, especially if you make a build. Being, you're a piece of shit. This is the most garbage build ever. They always have something to say. I like my PvE, quiet, whatever. I just like killing inanimate objects with no brain. That is my fun, my relaxation, my zen. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to new scenarios and more things to do. But yeah, like I said, I'm out of stuff to do right now in this game. I don't know what else to do in here. I have most everything. I am down to one controller. Did I even spend it? I don't even think I have any controllers left. I don't have anything left to do. I can get 3 controllers a day now. Oh no, there it is. I have one controller left. So as for me for getting rewards, I can't. I can't get any other mods. I can get 3 a day now. This has to change. Get rid of that. Has to change. I mean, what is there? All I can do is I can go and farm out the rest of this stuff. Go and get chests and other things. That's it. That's all I have to do. And that frankly sounds boring. And kill Manibus over and over again. My season's done. I want something else to do. And honestly, at this point, I would go join another server. I would go join a PvP server. But I can't bring my character over with my cosmetics and my stuff. And, you know, that's it. It's done. It's time for a new. It is over. And I know what you're saying. You burned through everything. There wasn't enough, man. I could have finished this entire season in a week. So I don't know. My biggest takeaway is you need to open up the game up to grind. You need to get rid of Star Chrome and you need to get rid of controllers. You need to just let us grind for gear. Period. End of story. I want to be able to grind for gear, make endless builds, fun builds, endlessly. Delete this machine. Get rid of it. I hate it. Or you know what? You can even leave it in and let us still get Star Chrome and be able to buy stuff that we want. But let us have a chance to have gear, weapons and gear drop from bosses or out of chests that we can keep. That's what needs to happen. Anyways, that is it for me. Let me know what you all thought in the old comment section down below about everything going on with this, scenarios, thoughts, concerns, things you want to see changed, and all of this, that, and the other. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, because I will be seeing you soon.